Google has launched a new update regarding Google Meet. Now you can share your Google Meet artifacts directly to your meeting co-host. What are some examples of Google Meet artifacts? That would be like a Google Meet recording, the transcripts, the poll and question and answer reports, and so much more. You can now set up in the calendar event to make sure that gets directly to your co-host. Let's go ahead and dive deeper. I'm currently in Trainer 13. Trainer 13 has set up an event and is currently the organizer, the main host of this particular event we're going to talk about. You'll notice there's a new event called Demo-Artifacts starting here at 2:30. I'm going to go ahead and click on that event. And I'm going to go ahead and click the edit pencil to go ahead and edit this particular Google Calendar event. I am now going to make a conscious decision and I need to add a co-host. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the gear. And the first thing I need to do, if I'm going to allow co-host and have host management turned on, I will need to make sure under the host controls that I have selected host management and enable that option. So I'm going to toggle that button to the right. And now I have turned on host management. Again, I'm only going to focus on the artifacts portion of this training regarding host management. So I'm going to go ahead and click on co-host. And then you'll notice there's a new option here that says call artifacts are shared with the host and co-host. You add here. So the first thing I need to do is go ahead and select that button. Then I need to make a decision on who my co-host is going to be. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and put in Trainer 7. And then I'm going to go ahead and save those changes. Now that I've made those changes, I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and then we're going to join this Google Meet. Now that I'm in the Google Meet environment, you can see that we have a guest of Trainer 1, and then we also know we set up Trainer 7 as our co-host. Trainer 7 is the one, and 13 would be able to see the host controls at the bottom right-hand corner. And that is where they can adjust the host management of this particular Google Meet. So with that being said, we're really focusing on the artifacts of the Google Meet. So what are some examples of some artifacts? Well, one would be the poll and question and answer, and the recording and the transcripts and so much more. So I'm going to go ahead and have Trainer 1 submit a poll since the poll has been launched, and we know that Trainer 1 is the guest. So I'm going to go ahead and answer this poll under Trainer 1. The poll was, did you have a good Thanksgiving? And Trainer 1 is going to go ahead and vote and say, yes, I had a good good Thanksgiving. So Trainer 1 has answered that poll. So that's an example of an artifact. Some other things that you can do as a host is that you can, since you have the host management turned on, is you can go ahead and turn on the recording. So I'll go ahead and record this Google Meet. And again, you should always ask for consent as it does prompt you to do so. The other thing, the newer feature that just recently got launched is the transcript option. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the activities button. Again, host management, co-host, and organizer can do both of these actions. I'm going to go ahead and do a transcript capture. And I'm going to go ahead and select Start Transcript. And again, always ask for consent. These are on record. With that being said, that's an example of some artifacts that we will then be shared directly to the co-host and the organizer. In this case would be Trainer 13 is the organizer, the main organizer of this Google Meet, and Trainer 7 is a co-host. Let's go ahead and end this Google Meet and stop the transcript and the recording. And let's see how the artifacts are now shared to the co-host and the organizer. And now I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording as well. And again, we see the visual indicators at the top are now changing. Last thing we need to do is go ahead and end this call. And since I am the organizer, I'm going to end the call for everyone at this time. Now that the meeting is over, and we know from the example we just went over that Trainer 13 was the organizer and Trainer 7 was the co-host that was added in the Google Calendar event. Keep that in mind. We'll come back to that. But after the meeting is over, you'll receive the artifacts. And now that we called out the artifacts to be shared to the co-host, you can see in this example, I have both Trainer 7, who's the co-host, and Trainer 13 up. And you can see the emails are now directly shared to them, the meeting recording, the transcripts, and the meeting data, which is the poll and question and answer reports. So again, it just saves you time and increases your productivity of making sure the people that are in so-called charge of the meeting get all the information from that very valuable meeting. So again, really nice feature. Before I end this training, I just want to go over some other things that you just need to make note of that are just a little different if you choose to use this feature. I'm currently back into the Google Workspace update. By the way, you can find this link in the description below. With that, I'm just going to scroll down and make sure you can locate the additional details. So you make sure you understand this feature and some of the scenarios you might find yourself in. Thank you for watching.